Hello friends, the topic of today's lecture is Technical Feasibility Study. Technical feasibility. A technical feasibility study assesses the detail of how you intend to deliver a product or service to customers. It includes materials, labor, transportation, and where your business will be located, and the technology that will be necessary to bring all this together. It involves development of a working model of the product or service, and it answers the following questions. Does company have the technical resources to undertake the project? Are the processes and procedures conducive to project success? A large part of determining resources has to do with assessing technical feasibility. It considers the technical requirements of the proposed project. The technical requirements are then compared to the technical capability of the organization. The project is considered technically feasible if the internal technical capability is sufficient to support the project requirements. This assessment is based on an outline design of the system requirements to determine whether the company has the technical expertise to handle completion of the project. The essential questions that help in testing the technical feasibility of a system includes the following. Is the project feasible within the limits of current technology? Does the technology exist at all? Is it available within given resource constraints? Is it a practical proposition? Are the current technical resources sufficient for the new system? Can they be upgraded to provide the level of technology necessary for the new system? Do we possess the necessary technical expertise, and is the schedule reasonable? Can the technology be easily applied to the current problems? Does the technology have the capacity to handle the solution? And then, do we currently possess the necessary technology? Technical feasibility study covers the following. A. Identification of critical technical specifications comprising the functional design of the product, adaptability to the new customer demand, durability, reliability of performance, safety, and reasonable utility, that is, acceptable level of obsolescence, and standardization, it is, the elimination of unnecessary variety. B. Examination of product quality and cost relationship. There are trade-offs between technical excellence and associated cost. There is a positive relationship exists between technical quality and cost. It is possible through an increase in the technical excellence of the product to that level at which marginal product quality equals marginal cost. This level is reached where slope of product quality and product cost curves are equal. Quality enhancement should not be carried beyond a particular point because it would cause cost increase and lead to decrease in total market demand. Except where the product has a snob value. Snob value is the value attached to something for its power to indicate suppose social superiority. Thus, entrepreneurs should avoid unnecessary gold plating when market situation does not justify it. Method of production. The selection among a number of methods to produce the same commodity should be undertaken first. Factors that make one method being preferred to other method are the following. Availability of inputs or raw material and their quality and prices. Availability of markets for output of each method and the expected prices for these outputs. Various efficiency factors such as the expected increase in one additional unit of product or productivity. Production technique. After we determine the appropriate method of production of a commodity, it is necessary to look for the optimum technique to produce this commodity. Project requirements. Once the method of production and its techniques are determined, technical people have to determine the project's requirements during the investment and operating periods. These include determination of tools and equipments needed for the project, determination of project's requirement of construction such as buildings, storage and roads, and this is in addition to the internal design for these requirements. Determination of project's requirements of skilled and unskilled labor and managerial and financial labor. Determination of construction period concerning the cost of designs and consultation and the cost of construction and other tools. Determination of minimum storage of inputs, cash and money to cope up with operating and contingency cost. Project location. The most important factor that determine the selection of project location are the following: availability of land, proper acreage and at a reasonable price, the impact of the project on the environment and the approval of the concerned institutions for license, the cost of transporting inputs and outputs to the project's location, and the distance from the markets. Availability of various services related to the project such as availability of extension services, water, electricity, roads, etc.